In a classroom, the teacher says to his students, "The test is easy within the subject you studied. I believe you will do very well in this test, but you can't cheat. I'm keeping an eye on you." A student threatens one of his classmates. He says, "Hurry up with this test, hurry up, do you understand? I want to get out of here. If you don't walk soon, you know what's going to happen to you?" The teacher says, "Let's avoid talking at the time of the test, huh, Mr. Gabriel?" and sits in the back of the classroom. Startled, she writes quickly on a piece of paper, while the others are concentrating on doing their exams. The teacher is keeping an eye on all of them in the back of the room. After writing, she makes a small ball of paper and throws it on the table in front of you to your colleague, who looks at the paper without understanding. She gets desperate, not knowing what to do until she has an idea. Throw the lipstick to your colleague and whisper, "Helps me." The colleague picks up the lipstick, and you see she's scared and starts writing on your leg, writing the word SOS questioning. She points with her head to the paper ball. Then the colleague, disguising it, catches, and it begins to slowly unknit carefully. He reads what is written and the two look at each other frightened. And he puts the paper under his leg and starts writing on the test. Does the teacher ask any personal questions? The room is in total silence. When her friend is writing something on her exam, she keeps looking at her friend, very scared and tense about the situation. The friend takes a while to write, until she calls the professor. He goes up to her and asks, "Any questions?" Then she shows the proof where she wrote, "Gabriel has a gun, be careful." The teacher takes the test and says, "Larissa, can you do me a favor? Can you go to the office and give this document to me? I rushed in to take the test and there was no time." She asks, "In the secretariat, right?" He replies, "Yes." She gets up and leaves the room. Gabriel speaks harshly to the teacher. "Why are you looking at me, huh? Did you miss anything here?" The teacher replies, "Can you be quiet and take your test, please, Gabriel? Focus on your race. Focus on the race." He gets up, grabs the water bottle and goes towards the student and pretends to trip. Gabriel says, "I can't believe it. Are you crazy? Don't you look where you're going?" Then he says to the student, "I've already asked for help." She whispers, "Thank you." The teacher sits back down at his desk. Gabriel looks very nervous. Meanwhile, Larissa bumps into the janitor, who gets scared. She says, "Professor Peter asked me to give it to you." The janitor, not understanding very well, picks up the paper and without any hurry begins to read what the teacher has written. When he finishes reading, terrified, he says, "Larissa, we need to do something. Go run and call the police." In the living room, Gabriel threatens the woman and says, "Come on, finish soon." The janitor arrives in the room and excuses himself. "Guys, the following I want to introduce to you, this is your Louise. Louise is responsible for the general services here at the school and he came to give a general here in the classroom, okay?" Louise says, "I'm just going to dust the room here." The teacher reinforces, "You can feel free." Louise walks over to Larissa's empty chair and start cleaning carefully. Everyone is very tense about the situation. When he finishes cleaning, Louise puts the chair aside and goes towards Gabriel's chair to clean. Louise bends down and sees the gun in Gabriel's pocket and tries to catch it without Gabriel noticing. Gabriel notices and says, "What do you think you're doing?" Louise replies, I was just cleaning here. I'm sorry." Gabriel retorts, "Go clean up." He goes to the teacher and says, "You've dismissed everyone, but you don't dismiss these two yet." He stands up and excuses himself. The teacher replies, at ease. And it continues, guys, you still have a little time to complete the test, okay? Gabriel answers, I've already finished the test, can I turn it in? You're done too, aren't you? She replies, I'm done. Gabriel reinforces, then let's deliver. Look at Gabriel's and say, but what is this here, Mr. Gabriel? You cheated on the test, didn't you? Gabriel replies, no, I didn't. The teacher says, oh, no. This here is the same. I'm not going to consider this proof, okay? Know this. I'm not going to consider it, but I really won't. Gabriel says, that's impossible. Impossible. Gabriel says let's go. And tell the woman, let's go home. The teacher, do you ask home? Gabriel says yes, home. The teacher says, Gabriel, you need to understand that he cheated on the test. Gabriel is enraged and says that the teacher doesn't know what he's talking to. A police officer enters the classroom. Standing still, Will. The policeman yells, drops the gun, standing still. Gabriel shouts, she's mine. You're going to regret it. You'll regret it. The woman replies, do you think I'm afraid of you? I never loved you and I'm with you out of pity, and now you're going to be alone. Gabriel says, I'm going to get revenge on you. The policeman says, quietly. The teacher says to the woman, I did what I could. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Calm down. It's all going to work out, it's going to work out. The woman thanks you, thank you.